turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks, cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I did a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the sky. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga gon' bust it down. Tryna count the money, damn homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit, it was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, Jay. Okay, turn me up. Jay, bitch, I'm rolling up. Bitch, I'm burning up. Jay, I ain't showing up. Jay. They like country need another one. They like country need another one. Quasi going crazy. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on week 8 starts and sits. So if you have any game days questions, guys, I got you. Make sure you put your comment in the comment section or your question in the comment section. And I'm going to start off today, guys, by actually going through the weather of each game. One of my subscribers brought that up to me, and I think I need to give y'all the weather, especially when it's getting cold, right? So we know that certain games is going to be the weather could be bad, it could be raining. So I need to make sure y'all know about that. And I do that myself, but I got to make sure I display that to y'all. So let's start with the Houston Carolina game, guys. It says it's going to be clear skies, 72 degrees. So that game is perfect. Let's see. Let's go to the Los Angeles Rams Alley. That game is going to be 52 degrees, right? That's still a good game. We're not worried about it. Moderate rain. So it's going to be a slight rain. So that still, to me, doesn't tell me to fade anybody. So I'm fine with that. Let's see here. Let's go on to the next games here. Okay, so the Green Bay and Minnesota game. Guys, it said it's going to be an overcast of clouds, 37 degrees. So that game is going to be cold. So to me, that's more of a running game, but 37 degrees, that doesn't matter. That's in Lambeau Field, that's nothing. So you still play your studs in that game. Let's see. Let's go on to the next game here. All right, so the New Orleans Saints and Indianapolis Colts game. That's going to be in the inside, so we don't have to worry about that. That's in Indianapolis, so we don't really have to worry about that. Let's go to New England and Miami. And that's going to be 81 degrees in Miami. So that's going to be still a little warm. The sun's probably going to be shining on New England. So that's the only thing that we have to worry about that game. So let's go on to the New York Jets and Giants game. Let's see what that weather game is like. So we got so for the New York Jets and Giants games, it's going to be at the Giants in New Jersey. It's going to be a light rain with 58 degrees Fahrenheit. So the light rain doesn't tell me it's nothing. That's nothing. So that game, you start your studs. Don't worry about that game. Let's go to the Jacksonville and Pittsburgh game. That is moderate rain and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. So still, so it's raining on the East Coast. It's raining on the East Coast, but that still doesn't tell me anything about sitting any kind of studs or anything like that. So play your guys in that game. Let's go to the Atlanta and Tennessee game. So that game starts at 1 o'clock, as you know, and it's going to be a light rain with 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So that game is still going to be fine. Like I said, there's a lot of rain, light rain going around the NFL. So we're going to be good. Let's see. Let's go to the Philly and Washington game. So that game starts at 1 o'clock. Again, another light rain, 72 degrees Fahrenheit for the Philly and Washington game. Let's go to the Cleveland-Seattle game. Clear skies, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Fine. Play your studs. That game don't start until 4 o'clock. So we kind of fine, good with that one. And let's go to the Baltimore and Arizona game. Clear skies, 69 degrees. In Arizona, it's going to be a warm game. I expect Baltimore to play really well. So we're not worried about anything about that game. Let's go to the Kansas City and Denver game now. This is the game right here that we have to worry about. Now, they say it's going to be snow and it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm still starting Pat Mahomes. I'm starting Isaiah Pacheco and Travis Kelce. The rest of the guys, it's up to you. If you need to start Rashid Rice, then that's fine. I think that's okay. That's the only guy I would start. For the Broncos, the only guys that I'm starting is Javonte Williams and Cortland Sutton. I'm not starting no Russell Wilson or nobody else. So that's fine. Let's go to the Cincinnati and San Francisco game. All right, so it says clear sky, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Clear sky, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's going to be fine. And Chicago and Los Angeles Chargers game. That game is going to be clear skies, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're fine with that. And for the Monday night game, guys, which I think is going to be fine, I still talk about it now. It's going to be a light rain with 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Still start your studs. Everything just a light rain. So the only game you got to worry about is the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs, which is a snow game. So that's a running type of game. I'm still starting Pat Mahomes. He's so upper echelon that you got to start him. You can't get cute and try to bench him. All right. So let's talk about some injuries. Guys. Make sure I'm gonna get to everybody comments. So guys, just put your comments in there, and I will be getting to everybody comment. So, all right, let's go look at some of the injuries here. All right, so Brian Burns, the defensive end for the for the Panthers, which doesn't matter because their defense is not really being good. It's kind of chopped liver. He will play today. They say that Justin Fields, guys that have, if you have the Chicago Bears and you have Justin Fields, like the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, they say week 9 is not guaranteed for him to play. So he probably won't even be back next week. So it's going to be another Tyson Bagent. Zach Moss plans to play week 8, barring any setbacks. But that's telling me that I'm playing Jonathan Taylor with no questions asked. Jonathan Taylor should get the ball 20 times today with no questions asked. That's easy. Yeah. And Deshaun Watson still considered day-to-day. No plans to be placed on IR. Trevor Lawrence is going to play. Taysom Hill will play today. Even though Juwan Johnson is playing. Now, we got to find out. What I want to find out is more about Michael Thomas. Matter of fact, let me see what's going on with Michael Thomas right now while I'm on him. Michael Thomas is still questionable for week 8. So we don't know yet. So I just want y'all to let y'all know that. So I'm pivoting to Rashid Shaheed. That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm not waiting on Michael Thomas and seeing what they're going to say. I'm going to go ahead and play Rashid Shaheed. Let's see here. Josh Palmer is a game time decision. So you're going to have to wait. So you better have a backup plan for Joshua Palmer. He might not be active immediately. So have a backup plan for Joshua Palmer. Gerald Everett is a game time decision. Gerald Everett is a game time decision. So you got to have a backup plan if you're playing any of those guys. Robert Woods is expected to miss 2 or 3 weeks. So that's Tank Dell. That's Nico Collins all day. I love that matchup today. Curtis Samuel to undergo pregame workout Sunday to determine availability. So if Curtis Samuel's out, I like the pivot to Jahan Dotson. I think Jahan Dotson could be good if Curtis Samuel's out. Jerome Ford will undergo pregame workout, the same thing. So game time decision, as long as no setbacks. Let me see if there's anything else, guys. Yep. And like they said, they don't plan on trading Derrick Henry. So that's all, guys. So let's get started. Let's go and start answering some of the comments. Y'all also know that Will Levis and Malik Willis will be rotated. In. Okay. Steel King, what's up, bro? Salute to you. Aaron Holloway says, good morning, all. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Tyler, he says, flex Roschon Johnson or Christian Watson this week. Bro, it depends. If you are playing against a guy that got a lot of studs that's going to be scoring a lot of points, right? If you're playing against a stud that's going to be scoring a guy that got a lot of studs and they're going to score a lot of points like a Tyreek Hill, then you need to play Christian Watson. The reason why he got bigger boom. But Roschon is a safe play. He could give you 10 to 12 points. But Christian Watson could give you 30 points. So you're going to have to make that decision. Me, if I'm looking for the boom and I'm trying to get the most points that I can get, then I'm going to play Christian Watson. But I'm willing to take 7 points from Christian Watson if I do play him. Kazi says, morning, chat. Let's get these W's today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Aaron Holloway says, hey, TD, would you start Taysom Hill despite Juwan Johnson coming back today? I think Johnson would take a role that Foster Moreau had and give Hill his normal reps. I agree with that. It just depends on what I got out there on the waivers. If Taysom Hill my best play, then I'm going to play him. But I'm not going to play Taysom Hill over like a George Kittle, which I'm pretty sure you're not doing that. Maybe not even over Michael Mayer or Michael Myers is what we call him, right? I might would play Michael Myers maybe over Taysom Hill today because of Jawan Johnson. But if I don't have a Michael Myers or a Michael Mayer on my waivers, then I'm probably going to go ahead and go with Taysom Hill. He is the backup running back to Alvin Kamara for the goal line. People don't understand that. Jamal Williams is a fade to me. Taysom Hill is the guy to have as far as the goal line opportunities. They're not going to give Jamal Williams that many carries. He will get 5 to 6, maybe a little bit more than that. But Taysom Hill, when they get down into the red zone and Alvin Kamara can't get it in, they're going with Taysom Hill. That's been a hot spot for them when he plays quarterback. Kale says Calvin Ridley or Roschon Johnson in the flex. I'm going with Calvin Ridley in the flex. I can't sit Calvin Ridley for this week for Roschon Johnson, not this week. Let me see here. Travis Looney says, bro, what up? What's going on with you, bro? Yes, sir. Let me see here. Jay Pitt, what's up, bro? He says, Baltimore better not lose. I know that's right. I'm going with him. I'm going down with the ship too, bro. Charlene says, I read the headline news. Man, TD gets arrested for doing podcasts in the car at night. Uh-oh. Ha, 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 ha. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. And JP says, Broncos trash. They are. I ain't going to call them trash, but they're just not a good team. And Dub Nation says, hey, bro, am I wrong for playing Tank Dell over Ridley and Amari Cooper and Deontay Johnson? No, you're not. I probably would play Amari Cooper, but I understand what you're doing. I understand it. So the matchup says to play Tank Dell, but I don't sit my studs. So Amari Cooper, man, even though PJ Walker is the backup quarterback and he's starting, I'm still going to start my studs over a guy like Tank Dell. This is going to tell you doing something wrong. You just got to go down with the ship. Sometimes, guys, y'all know what's going on, and you want to play a guy. I'm not even gonna say that's cute, bro. That's a good play. I think Tank Dell can have a breakout game, but this is what you got to be willing to deal with. If Amari Cooper go for 18 points or 20 points, and Tank Dell give you 9, you can't be mad and say you made a wrong decision. So you got to go. So you got to be willing to go down with the ship. If you're not willing to go down with the ship, and you're gonna be mad at yourself if Amari Cooper go off, then I wouldn't sit him because he's a stud. They're going to design 8 to 9 plays to try to get him the ball, right? But he should have at least 8 to 9 targets, maybe even 12 looks. And looks are just, they looking at him, they trying to get him, throw him the ball, but he's not open. So looks are the same to me as targets. So I think Amari Cooper going to have 12 looks. He's the alpha wide receiver. So they're going to run the ball, and then they're going to look to try to throw the ball to Amari Cooper and give it to David Njoku if they get in trouble. So I say it's okay to play Tank Dell. JP says C-Mac over 105 receiving yards and rushing yards. Yeah, bro, that's a nice line. I like that. That's a nice prospect pick. I like that. Rays. Okay, that's some what you call it. Let me go stream 4K football. I gotta block that. Let me block that real quick. Hey, if one of the moderators can get that out the chat, I appreciate it. Kale says Josh Downs or Miles Sanders in the flex. I'm going with Josh Downs all day in full PPR. Now, even in standard, I probably would go with Josh. I can't play Miles Sanders. I'd rather play Trooper before I play Miles Sanders this week. JP says Miles Sanders over 19 rushing yards in the first half. That might hit, bro. I can't touch Miles Sanders. That might hit. But they might give the full work to Trooper. Who knows, right? JP says Josh Downs over 4 receptions. I like that. Charlene says, I was sleeping. Did you have a live chat at midnight? Go Longhorns. No, I did not. I didn't do it. I wanted to wake. I didn't want to overkill y'all and y'all not be able to tune in the morning, right? So I didn't want to do overkill. But what I did do, I went through my starts and sits and did a video and reposted it again. So that's what I did. That way y'all can go through all the fluff, because I have to do videos where people don't want to go through the fluff, right? They just want to get to listen to the content. So I like to try to do my starts and sit separate than my lives, because my lives I'm answering a bunch of questions, and sometimes people don't care about other people getting their questions answered, and they just want to get to content, right? So that's why I did a video, uploaded it this morning. That way, if y'all want to, you can go back before the game and watch it and see what, whatever you need to hear, instead of going through the whole video and skipping. Because I know a lot of you skip through the video. Dub Nixon says, should I play Logan Thomas or get McBride or Mayers off waivers? I would probably get McBride off the waivers and play him. Today, that's what I would do. Just for today, but I'm going with McBride. I'm going down with the ship with McBride today. Cats took over. What's going on, bro? He said, start 2, full PPR, Deontay, Tank Dell, or Christian Watson. I'm going to go with Tank Dell. I'm going with Tank Dell and Calvin Ridley. But I want to get Christian Watson in there. So if you wanted to sit one of those guys, Ridley or Tank Dell, me personally, I'm probably playing Christian Watson because he has more upside. So I'm probably playing Ridley and Christian Watson. With Tank Dell being a close next to starting on her on my chin. Like, I would try to get Christian Watson in there over Tank Dell. So I would say Ridley and Christian Watson are the safe plays and got the biggest upside. Charlene says, is Curtis Samuel starting? I don't know. I read that out earlier in the chat. They said that he was going to be a game time decision with no setbacks. Yep, with no setbacks. Let me see here. Jay Pitt says Adam Thielen over 6 receptions or at least a push. Okay. The Private Pile says, peace, what's good? Kirk or Jacoby Myers PPR? I'm going with Christian Kirk. Over Jacoby Myers. Kenny P, he says, I finally called it live. Yes, sir. What it do, Ken, folks? Keep doing your thing, King. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. J. Pitt says, Tyler Conklin over 3 receptions. I like that. And Rock Out says, drop 1. Love or Purdy as my backup for a kicker. I'll probably drop Love. Kazi, he says, pick 2, Metcalf, Ridley, or Christian Watson. I'm going with Metcalf and Ridley. J. Piff says, Tyler Boyd over 4 receptions or at least a push. J. Pitt says Cam Akers over 29.5 rushing yards against Green Bay. Terrell, he says Madison, Javonte, or Foreman. I'm going with Javonte. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going with Javonte. Aaron says, what you think of Trey McBride? I like Trey McBride. I've been doing videos on him for the last 2 to 3 weeks, telling people to go stash him. I don't want to over drill it, you know what I'm saying? But I've been telling people to pick up Trey McBride if you needed to stream a tight end or if you needed a tight end, period. So I like Trey McBride. Zach Ertz is on IR. I remember people in the beginning even talking about that, how many targets that Zach Ertz was getting. See, that's why I tell a lot of you get caught up into the numbers and you get a guy that ain't going nowhere. Like Calvin Ridley, to me, he's a guy that ain't going anywhere. He just I'm not saying he ain't a good player, but he's not going to be trending for that 4th quadrant. Trey McBride is a tight end that's going to be trending for that 4th quadrant. It's going to be giving you some boom weeks at the tight end spot. Cosby says, start Trey McBride or Michael Myers. I'm going with Trey McBride today. I'm going down with the ship with Trey. Yes, sir. Travis says, should I play Purdy? My other choice is Zach Wilson. I would play Purdy. I like Purdy. I would play Purdy. Yes, sir. I would play Purdy. Terrell says Calvin or Romeo Dobbs. I'm going with Calvin Ridley. Now, listen, guys, I don't think Calvin Ridley is no great wide receiver, but he ain't chopped liver. If you got him on your team and you playing matchups, I can never tell you to sit him. He's the number one wide receiver. He gonna go like this. So don't expect me to know when he gonna do this. I don't know that. If I knew that, then I have $1 billion, right? All I know is I know you are alpha and you're gonna get the targets. That's the only thing I can agree on, right? I didn't pick Tyreek Hill because somebody told me that they was gonna let Tyreek score every single time. I picked Tyreek Hill because I know he's one of the fastest wide receivers to ever play the game. I know he's playing on the great offense. So same thing with Calvin. All I know is he's the number one on that team and he's volatile. But by him being the number one, I got to play him over a choppy team like the Green Bay Packers. So to me, I'm playing Calvin over Romeo. Robert, what's going on, bro? He says, I need 4 PPR wide receiver. London, Dale, Sutton, Ridley, Rice, Downs, Judy, Downs, Russ or Purdy, and Mayo or Musgraves. Okay, so you said I need 4 PPR wide receivers. So I'm gonna go with London, Downs, and Ridley. London, Downs, and Ridley. Over Cortland Sutton. And I'm gonna do that over Cortland Sutton because it's a snow game. And you says Russ or Purdy. I'm going with Purdy. Brock Purdy. And Mayo or Musgraves. I'm going to go with Michael Myers. I'm going with Michael Myers. I need Musgrave to give me a good game first. Rock out. He says, like the Duke hat, as a Duke basketball fan myself. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm from the North Carolina area. Yes, sir. Aaron Holloway says, I'm going to play Hill again. I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Because I know what Hill can do. Big Ron, what's up, bro? He says, pick one for the flex. Zay Flowers or Nico. Whoo, man, I'm going to have to go with Nico over Zay. I love Zay. Both these are wide receiver ones. So you choose between wide receiver ones. So both of these guys are starters, but I'm going to go with Nico. Also, tight end Goddard or Laporta. I'm going with Goddard. I'm going with the elite offense. Okay, yeah, there we go. Charlene says you still need to get Charbonnet. He will be used later. If Seattle is going to the playoffs, they will rest Walker for the playoffs. They could. And he could have some boom games because they rested if they make the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to make the playoffs, right? But the only way I'm gonna be able to play him, I gotta get that. Like, I gotta know that I can't go off just they're gonna sit him. But if you hear that type of rhetoric, yes. But Charbonnet, I made the video on that already, guys. You should not be seeing premium handcuffs out there on your waivers. Tajay Spears, Charbonnet, Roshan Johnson, a couple other guys should not be out there on your waivers. They are premium handcuffs. Don't leave premium handcuffs out there on your waivers. You never know what's gonna happen, right? Viv says, hey, TD, at the quarterback, either Burrow or CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud. Now, listen, I don't feel great about sitting Burrow, but he has a tough matchup today. Yeah, the 49ers. Yeah, I got a brain freeze. The 49ers, that's a tough matchup. So I'm going with CJ Stroud, who has a great matchup today. Don't you know the Carolina Panthers their pass rushing rate is the lowest in the league, and Brian Burns is probably going to be out. So I'm going with I'm playing CJ Stroud everywhere that I can. Kale says Nico Collins or Christian Washington affects Nico. Buy low on Nico. Y'all remember when I said that? Y'all remember when I made that video week 2, week 3, and I told y'all buy low on Nico. Buy low on Nico. Let's see how many likes we got. Let's see how many likes we got. Come on, guys. We got to get the likes up. We got 13 likes. Wait a minute. No, we don't. We got 21 likes. We got 21 likes now. Let's get the likes up. We got 30 people in the chat. Silence. He says, morning, starting Andrews already at tight end, need one. Okay, starting Andrews already at tight end, need one. My opponent has Jalen Hurts, Deontay Foreman, Kendrick Bourne, or Goddard. Squeeze in a full PPR flex spot. He says, need one. My opponent has Jalen Hurts, Deontay Foreman, Kendrick Bourne, or Goddard. Squeeze. So that means if you're talking about squeeze, that means you already got somebody on the Philadelphia Eagles. To me, in full PPR, Berber, I'm probably playing Deontay Foreman. Over Kendrick Bourne. I like Kendrick Bourne. He's been playing good for the last couple of weeks. You could play him, but I don't want you to play 2 tight ends. That's too much volatility into your offense, into your lineup. So I would say to stick with Andrews. You said you need one. Your opponent has Jalen Hurts. That's fine. So I see why you're saying squeeze. You would be getting some of those points, but that's still volatile. You still waiting on the tight end to score and get that. And the tight ends, even though they're good, if they're not Travis Kelce, you're not really. It's just a random squeeze because they might only have like 4 targets for 60 yards. That's not enough. That's not enough boom. Deontay Foreman can get 2 fall-in rushing touchdowns. Maybe just one with 60 yards rushing, which is still, to me, a better floor and a better ceiling. So I'm going to go with Deontay Foreman. And then if Kendrick Bourne, so I'm going to rank those guys, Deontay Foreman and Kendrick Bourne. Those are the 2 guys I would play, but I'm going to go with Deontay Foreman. Samuel says, what up, bro? Half point PPR. Pick one running back. Roschon Johnson, Brian Robinson, or Justice Hill. Honestly, I like Hill. I'm going to say I like Roschon, but I understand it's tomato. Reason why I like Justice Hill, they could be up on the Arizona Cardinals and let Justice Hill get a run-in touchdown because everybody else is eating. But this is a game for Gus Edwards because I think they're going to be leading. And when they leading, they give the ball more to Gus Edwards. All you got to do is look at the stats. When they up, they run the ball a lot with Gus Edwards. I'm going to go with Roschon. I'm going to pick Roschon, but Hill is a nice play, but I'm going to go with Roschon. I feel safer with Roschon. Too many mouths to feed on Baltimore for me to rely on Justice Hill to give you the ceiling that you really need. AJ, he says pick 2. Higgins, Drake, Hollywood, and Henderson. I'm going with Henderson. I'm going to go with Henderson and Higgins. I want to say Hollywood. Wait a minute, that's Drake London, ain't it? That's Drake London. No. Okay, I didn't know that was Drake London. You know what I'm gonna do? What this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go with Drake. I'm gonna go with Drake London and Hollywood. I'm going with Drake London and Hollywood over Henderson. I like Henderson, but Hollywood is the number 1 wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals. That's 10 targets. Drake, that's 10 targets. They've been passing the ball a lot now. They don't just run the ball every time like they was early in the season. So the guys that's going to get you the most targets are Drake and Hollywood, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you to play Henderson just to get a crapshoot rushing touchdown. That's the only thing that's going to make his value be good if he gets a rushing touchdown. If he don't get a rushing touchdown, he can score you 6 points or 5 points. But Drake and Hollywood is going to be out there every single snap and give you 10 plus targets. So I'm going to say in 4 PPR, I'm going with Drake and Hollywood. Sport Dog, he says 18 6-point. PPR, my 2 flex, Josh Palmer and Nico, okay? And 2 wide receivers, Garrett Wilson and Amara. I have Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, and Rashid Rice. If I switch out Palmer, I'm worried about using Rice due to the weather. I agree with that. So I would just play Christian Watson right there then. If you take out Palmer, just put Christian Watson in. That's easy. So that's what I would do. Don't put Rice in. Play Christian Watson right there for Josh Palmer. That's the same type player. That's both boom players. So I don't think that'll hurt you either way, bro. So I would go away from Rice too. That's a great assessment because of the snow game. And I would just play Christian Watson and Nico and Garrett Wilson and Amara. Dalton and Riley. What's going on? CJ Stroud or T-Law? I'm going with CJ Stroud in this one. I'm going with CJ Stroud. Let's see how many likes we got, guys. Let's see how many likes we got. We got 26 likes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get the likes up. Okay. Big Will in the house. Big Will in the house. He says, good morning, fam. Start a punt for the punt. Start a punt for the punt. Yep, I ride the slow bus. I ain't gonna never forget that comment. For one, it was funny. It was funny. For two, he was a hater, right? Because he wouldn't, if I had 2 subscribers, he wouldn't say nothing. But he said, yeah, this guy, I don't know if he should be driving the slow bus or be in the back of the slow bus, running the slow bus. That's what he said, man. When I said, throw the punt for the punt. Throw the punt for the punt. Marcos, what's up, bro? He says, good morning. Have PPR, Jahmyr Gibbs, Pollard Mostert, and Jonathan Taylor. Start 2. Also, Puka, DJ Moore, and Ayuk start 1. So out of Puka, DJ Moore, and Ayuk, I'm going with Puka. You can't sit Puka. Can't sit Puka. And you says out of half-point PPR, Jahmyr, you gotta start 2. I'm starting Jonathan Taylor. And Jahmyr Gibbs. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Jahmyr Gibbs, guys, on this one. I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs. Anytime, bro. Yep. Puka. I'm going with Puka and Jonathan Taylor and Jahmyr Gibbs. Viv says, can't believe I'm asking this, but for the flex play, either Tank Dell or Bijan at half-point PPR. Yeah, you know why you said that, because you know you can't sit Bijan. But listen, bro, this is what I'm always tell you. If you want to get cute, it's your team. All I ask is don't come to me and I don't want that energy on me. Be like, hey, TD, you said Bijan and Tank Dell went off. Don't put that on me, bro. I don't want that energy on me. Well, I'm sitting around like, dang, well, what happened? Why did I say that? I don't want that. I don't want to be accountable for that. What I will be accountable for is playing Bijan, right? So, you got to play Bijan. He's going to have Bijan go out there and he get faded out the offense, not because he's sick, but just because he's not that good, then I'll take accountability for that. But I can't play that type of matchup where Tank Dell outscored Bijan and I should have told you to play Tank Dell. I'm not here to do that. I can't do that for you, bro. But I get why you asking it, because Tank Dell has a gravy matchup. Yes, sir. He has a gravy matchup. He says, feels hard to trust B. John in that offense, and Tank got an amazing matchup in CJ throwing. I agree. So listen, man, go ahead and play him. But listen, if B. John go off, that's what you got. You're gonna have to go down with that ship. And long as you okay with that, bro, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not gonna be mad at you. I ain't gonna chastise you. But if you come back and say, man, I should have played B. John or something like that, or Tank Dell went off and I played B. John, that's on you. To me, the right play is to play B. John because he's a starting running back. He just got hurt last week. He was sick last week. But I get why you're doing that. The science, what you're doing, makes sense. I just think it's getting cute. Rich Hick says, the Devin Singletary a sleeper today against Carolina 31 rate run defense. Yes, but I'm playing Dameon Pierce. It's a Joe Boo week for Dameon Pierce. Let's see what he's going to do. If he can't do nothing against Carolina, then you got to move on from him. I'm not saying drop him, but you got to put him. You can't start him anymore until he shows you something else. So to me, I wouldn't play Devin Singletary this week. I will wait maybe to next week if he balls out. That would, because you know he's going to have a role if he balls out today. So you can afford to wait. To me, I'm playing Dameon Pierce, and I wouldn't touch Devin Singletary today against that gravy matchup for Dameon. AJ, he says it's standard. Would you still do London and Hollywood? Okay. Let me see if I can find that, AJ, for you. Oh, wait a minute. Did I skip? Okay, wait a minute. I skipped a little bit. Okay, let me go back up. I forgive me about that, guys. No, I wouldn't. I'm going with Henderson and Drake. Henderson and Drake since the standard. I'm going with Henderson and Drake. Robert says, what's good, TD? Pick one, Rashad Stevenson or Gus Edwards. I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson? I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson, if that's who you're talking about. I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson, bro. But Gus Edwards is a good matchup today. So either one of those guys, I think both of them are starters. Maybe you can't do it, but I would pick Ramondre Stevenson over Gus. And standard, I would go with Gus, probably. In standard, I would go with Gus. But in PPR, half-point PPR, I'm going with Ramondre. AJ says Browns or Dallas defense. Browns or Dallas defense. I'm going with the Browns defense. I'm going with the Browns defense. The private. He says CJ Stroud or Trevor. Okay, CJ. And Rick says, TD, happy Sunday. Who should we flex today? Tank Dell, Deontay Johnson, Rashid Shaheed, Michael Thomas might not play, questionable. I'm going with Tank and Rashid Shaheed. Now, the safe play is Deontay, but that's a low ceiling. The higher ceiling is Rashid, especially if Michael Thomas is out. If Michael Thomas is playing, then I will go with Tank and Deontay. But if Michael Thomas is out, I'm going with Tank and Rashid Shaheed. Kazi says, should I flex Deontay Johnson, Metcalf, or Gibbs? I'm flexing Gibbs. Let me see something, guys. Yeah, I'm flexing Gibbs. Let's see how many likes we got in here. We got 27, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let me see. Kale says Adam T, Calvin Ridley, Deontay Johnson, Rashid Rice, start two. So Adam T, is that Adam Troutman or Adam Thielen? Okay, Adam Thielen. I'm going with Adam Thielen and Calvin Ridley. Adam Thielen and Calvin Ridley. Stanley says half point PPR, George Pickens or Christian Watson. I'm going with George Pickens over Christian Watson. George Pickens over Christian Watson. Rich Hicks says, I'm playing Michael Myers versus the Lions. Lions give up a lot of points to the tight end and Jimmy G back. I agree. I think the Jimmy G matters. I agree with that. I agree with Michael Myers this week. It just depends on who it is, right? I like McBride a little bit more this week, but Michael Myers is not a bad play when Jimmy is active. That is the common denominator with that start with Michael Myers. Travis Looney says, should I play Purdy? My other choices are Zach Wilson. Yeah, so yeah, I said that I'm playing Purdy. Terrell says, any games with weather will impact? Yes. The Kansas City and Denver Broncos game, snow game. The rest of them got a little bit light rain. I'm still going to play my guys. But yeah, it's the snow game. But I'm still playing Pat Mahomes. I'm not getting cute. Now, if you're in a 5-team league, and I don't want to be funny, but if you're like in an 18 league, then yeah, you maybe can sit Pat Mahomes for a CJ Stroud or something. But I still wouldn't do that. I'm going down with the ship. Pat Mahomes can play in snow. He can have a rushing touchdown or two. Robert says, pick one, really, Pittman or Olave? In full PPR, brother, I'm going with Ridley. I like Olave. You know what, man? I'm going to go with Olave slightly. I'm going with Olave. He's going to get more targets. So I would say Olave than Ridley, but it's very, very close on the hair on my chinny chin chin. Kale says, should we hold Jeff Wilson? Yes. Hold Jeff Wilson. Yes, hold Jeff Wilson. Castillo, he says, TV, I need 2 out of 4 in full PPR. Okay. He says, Deontay Johnson, Aaron Jones, Tank Dell, or Henderson Jr. Thank you. So it's full PPR. I'm going with Tank Dell, Henderson Jr., okay. Yeah, I'm going with Tank Dell and Henderson Jr. Tank Dell and Henderson Jr. I want to tell you Tank Dell and Aaron Jones, but we need to see a good game from Aaron Jones. I won't be surprised if Aaron Jones have a big week because he has that capability. But I'm not just going to go and what I think can happen and who has the biggest skill set. Aaron Jones got a great skill set, but I need to see it. I haven't seen it in 5 to 6 weeks. So I got to go with Henderson Jr., who I know is going to get a goal line opportunity. That don't mean he's going to do it, but he's going to get goal line opportunities on this team. And you have to play the pass when you're playing against Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford passes the ball more than any other quarterback in the NFL. So that opens up the run. So that's why I like Henderson Jr. just to get a falling touchdown. Tank Dell has a great matchup this week. He's playing a gravy matchup. Carolina is weak against the pass, and they don't have a great pass rush. So when you don't have a great pass rush, CJ Stroud has been killing. He's the elite quarterback with against teams that have light pass rushes. So I'm going to say Tank Dell and Henderson Jr. I like Aaron Jones. Deontay going to get targets, but I don't think he has a low ceiling. He has a low ceiling. Aaron Jones could boom, but we haven't seen it in 6 or 7 weeks. Let's see how the hamstring acts today, and then we'll make that assessment next week. So Tank Dell and Henderson Jr. Yep, and I think I told you to put Christian Watson in there for Josh Palmer. And Dalton says CJ Stroud or T-Law? CJ Stroud. And Big Will says, good morning. Okay, well, we did those already, right? Yep, I did those already. And Rich Hick says, is Devin Singletary a sleeper today against Carolina? Yes. Like I said, I wouldn't play him this week yet. I would give Dameon Pierce one more chance. Give me one more chance. Dameon Pierce, give me one more chance. Sports Dog says, TD, your feed is excellent today. Great picture quality and audio, and so far no lag. Whatever you did, keep using it. Yeah, bro. I tried to switch it up. It didn't work. So thank you, bro. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, Sports Dog. Appreciate that, bro. AJ Starr says it's standard. Would you still do London and Hollywood? No, it was. I think I changed it up to London and Henderson. Robert says, TD, thoughts on Atlanta defense? They are underrated. Only one rushing touchdown given. I like them this week because they playing the Tennessee Titans, and Tennessee Titans looks like they're going to be garbage, right? So I like Atlanta playing Atlanta this week. That is a great streaming defense, Robert. I agree 100%. Charlene says, in my private money league, we don't use tight end slot, okay? Yes, I agree. We don't either. We just do a flex option, and we do tight end premium. She says we use a tight end wide receiver slot instead. It makes it fair for everyone. If you don't have Kelsey, you screwed. So we developed it that way. I like that. And I play in leagues like that where we just give bonuses for tight ends. So Kelsey is a top 5 player because it's bonus. So when he get like 10 catches, that's start a pump for the pump, start a pump for the pump. Kaji says start B-John or really in the flex. I'm starting B-John. Adam, what's going on, Adam? Adam says, what up, TD? Pick 2 running backs, PPR. Najee, B-Rob, Jr., Roshan, Damian Pierce, or Warren. Pick 2 running backs, 4 PPR. I'm going to go with Damian Pierce today, bruh. And I'm getting cute. So this is something I can be accountable. If I tell you the wrong thing on this one, bruh, that'll be on me. But I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to try to give you a safe pick just so I don't be wrong. I'm always going to keep it real with y'all. I'm willing to go down with the ship. Now, I'm not going to sit around and have nobody berate me over one pick. I will block you if you berate me over one pick, just because that's what people like to do. They haters. But what I would say, I'm going to go with Damian Pierce over those guys, over Najee, B-Rob, Jr., and Roshan. So I'm going to go with Damian Pierce and Roshan. I'm going with Damian Pierce and Roshan in full PPR. That's what I'm going to do, bro. That's a tough question. Because those guys are not upper echelon. They kind of like RB3s. So that's a tough question. I'm going with Damian Pierce and Roshan. Viv says that if Jerome Ford suits up, would he still be a play? No. It makes me very nervous. Now, listen, if you ain't got nobody, don't go to the waiver wire to get anybody, right? Don't go to the waivers. So play him if you got to play him. But if I would try to pivot off of him. Would I play Damian Pierce over Jerome Ford? Yes, I would today. Because he makes me nervous. He hasn't practiced a lot. So that's just me. And if he goes out and he booms, then you know Jerome Ford can play through injuries. Kind of like a Derrick Henry type. But some guys, they don't play good through injury. So I kind of pivot off those guys if I can. Stacy says, hit the likes and subscribe. Cutting edge content. Thank you, Stacy. Let's see how many likes we got. We got 29 likes, guys. Let's get it to at least 30. I need one more. Rick says, thoughts on Rashid Shaheed if Michael Thomas doesn't play today, or Tank Dell or Deontay? So I talked about this early. I like Rashid Shaheed if Michael Thomas doesn't play. He's a wide receiver too if Michael Thomas doesn't play. I love Rashid Shaheed if Michael Thomas doesn't play. And I also love Tank Dell over Deontay Johnson, and that's easy. That's real easy. Charlene says, Jag or Vikings DST today. Neither one of them is nothing that I'm big on. I probably would go with the Vikings. I'm not big on either one of them, but I would probably go with the Vikings. Because Green Bay has looked like chopped liver the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to go with the Vikings. Mr. Dream said, what's good, bro? Thanks for advising me to hold Henry. Not trading for chopped liver. Yes. Yep. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Black Banks, what's good, bro? He says Taysom Hill, Devontae Smith, Palmer, Hopkins, or Watson at the flex. Devontae Smith. Play Devontae Smith. and you said you need 2, Devontae Smith and Watson. Devontae Smith and Watson. Black Bank says Stroud or Hurts today. You got to go with Jalen Hurts. You can't get cute. That's super cute. I don't play matchups like that with my quarterback. You don't play matchups with top 5 quarterbacks. You do not do that. That's just what I'm doing. Listen, if you want to do that, bro, I respect it. But I'm not playing matchups. Now, if it was a bad weather game, then I can see why you were saying that. But I'm never going to sit Hurts. I don't care who I got. I'm not sitting Hurts if I got him on my team. Dylan says, good morning, bro. Feed is strong today. Thank you. And that was just last night, guys. I understand that y'all, and I got to give context because, and no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to wait till I talk to that person one-on-one. Sometimes how can I put this? Guys, you got to be able to and listen, I'm not saying it to y'all because I appreciate the feedback. That's helping me. But sometimes you can overdo it. You gotta kind of give me time to try to assess things out, right? Because I'm trying to get the feed. The feed goes in and out when I do it this way too. And I know this way is better because you can see the question. But if that was going to be like a good feed, then I was going to try that out. So that's all that was, guys. That was a tryout. I'm always going to go live on Sunday. So if anybody thought that I wasn't going to go live on Sunday just because I dropped the video this morning, no, I'm always going live on Sundays. Also, when I go do live, those live videos through the week don't do as good as the videos. You see, I got videos that do 1,000 views, so I have to switch it up. So don't get cornered in for what you need. You got to understand this is a brand. And I'm not talking about you, Dylan. I just want, because this is kind of a general question. Just kind of, I kind of talk to the subconscious a little bit because I understand something might not be on or it might be off a little bit. So, Barbara, I appreciate that. I'm glad the feed is good this morning, but I got to try new things out. And I will be trying out different things, thumbnails, and also, guys, I got to find my niche where it hits. But let's get back to fantasy football. Appreciate that, Barbara. He says 4 PPR, pick 2. Miles Sanders, Singletary, Jahan Dotson, Trey McBride, Jaden Reed, and Antonio Gibson. 4 PPR, I'm going with. So I can't tell you to play. I can't tell you to play a tight end unless it was a tight end spot. I'm gonna go with Jahan Dotson. I can't. So Devin Singletary is a backup running back. Miles Sanders right now hasn't been looking good. They got a tough matchup. Trey McBride is a tight end. Jaden Reed is a 4th-string wide receiver, maybe. Excuse me. And Antonio Gibson is a guy that he's chopped liver, according to the Washington Commanders. I don't believe he's chopped liver, but the Washington Commanders believe he's chopped liver. They put Chris Rodriguez out there. So I'm not telling nobody to play Antonio Gibson. Not right now with no bye weeks. So, bruh, is the process of elimination is going to be Jahan Dotson. You got to play Jahan Dotson. And the next guy I would probably say, I guess I got to go to Singletary, man. I guess I got to go to Singletary. Oh, that's nasty. Miles Sanders and Singletary is close. I'm going to go with Singletary and Jahan Dotson. Singletary and Jahan Dotson. Mr. Fantasy Everything, what's up, bro? He says, riding with Henry, bro. Thanks for telling me to hold. Yup, anytime, bro. Anytime. Now, listen, that don't mean things ain't going to change, right? But, yeah, right now you got to hold on, and then you're going to be able to trade him for a good value if he does get traded. I'm not listening to what the consensus is saying that he's not going to get traded. Okay. So let me go back up here. Kazi says, I think that was the last one. Yep. Kazi says, pick one for the flex. Deontay Johnson, Metcalf, or Gibbs. I'm going with Gibbs. And Damari, what's going on? Glad to see you here. Says, George Pickens, Michael Pittman, or Ramondre Stevenson in my flex. 10-team 4 PPR. I'm gonna listen. It's close between Ramondre Stevenson and George Pickens, but I'm gonna go with George Pickens today. You could play with Ramondre Stevenson. I think he has a great matchup today, but I'm gonna go with George Pickens. I think George Pickens has been like he's found him a special niche with his team now, and it's time for him to break out. And I've been telling people to buy low on him and telling people that he was going to boom. And I told people if they had Justin Jefferson, if you wanted to pivot to go to George Pickens, but a lot of people said I was crazy. And you want to keep talking about going in the comments talking about Daniel Jones. That's the only thing. You got to find something on the brother that's doing content that got a couple thousand subscribers. Got to find something to pull them down. I'm not talking to everybody. I'm just talking in general, right? Just talking in general. We talk life lessons here. So, but going back to the question, Damari, I'm gonna say go with George Pickens, man. Slightly on the hair on my chin over Ramondre Stevenson. Black Bank says, okay, yeah, we did that one already. Yep, Devontae Smith. Judah, he says, Ridley, Addison, and Myers pick 2. I'm going with Ridley and Myers. Now listen, the reason why I'm not going with Addison because of Jari Alexander. I could be totally wrong, bro. So listen, if you want to play Addison, you ain't got to listen to me. But Jari Alexander is like that, and Addison is a young rookie wide receiver. And sometimes, and if he was a veteran, I think he could still get open. But I'm gonna go with Ridley and Myers because I think they got easier matchups. Addison got something for him today. Jari Alexander is a top 3 corner in the league. Sure, he could be number 1 sometimes. Kale says, do you believe in David Njoku rest of the season or Trey McBride? I will go with Trey McBride because Deshaun Watson is coming back. So I'm going to go with Trey McBride. He got the full workload, especially with Kyler Murray coming back. Stroud or Hurst today, not sure about the weather. Yeah, there's no bad weather games between those two guys. Stroud got a great matchup, but I'm still going with Hurts because you don't play musical chairs with a quarterback like Hurts. You get burned. Starling says, what does Pittman and Halloween have in common? They are both scary. Right. I believe Pittman is scary, but I'm playing for that boom. Some guys are just boom guys. Some guys ain't going to get no 8 targets and catch 7 of them for 85 yards with a TD. Some guys going to get 3 targets, catch 1 for 80, and still finish as a top 12 wide receiver. So you got to be willing to know what those guys are and willing to go down with the ship. But that doesn't mean they ain't scary. I agree. Pittman is scary of playing him in fantasy because it's big play or bust. It's big play or bust. Dylan says, good morning, bro. Feed is strong. Okay, we did that one already. Thank you, bro. DHB, he says, what up, bro? Be blessed. You too, bro. He said, which duo to start, Love and Watson or Pickett and Pickens? I'm going with Pickett and Pickens. Martin Castillo, he said, bro, Deontay Johnson or Shaheed in a full PPR flex. Bro, I'm probably going to play Shaheed over Deontay Johnson. Ronnie, what's good, bro? He said, what's good, man? Full PPR need 2. Saquon, Mixon, Pierce, Foreman, Henderson, and Edwards. I'm going with Saquon and Edwards. I'm going with Saquon and Gus Edwards. And Mr. Fantasy Everything says, with Woods out, Tank Dell is going to go off, I project. I agree with that, too. I agree 100% with that. Damari says, good morning. I need a flex in my 10 full PPR league. My options are Pickens, Pittman, and Stevens. Did I do that questions? I'm going with Pickens slightly over Stevenson. Again, guys, don't copy and paste the questions over and over again. I'm sorry it might take me a while to get to your question. That's why you have to sign up as a member. You get your questions, you get priority with your questions. So I appreciate everybody being here, but don't spam my chat with the same question over and over again, right? So I just want to be genuine to everybody. Appreciate you being here, bro. Ronnie says, also thoughts on Purdy, or should I pick up T-Law? If you could pick up a T-Law, I would play T-Law over Purdy. I would play T-Law. T-Law got a bunch of weapons, man. I would play T-Law over Purdy, but it's close. Purdy ain't chopped liver, in my opinion. Robert, he says, bro, just got offered Lamar Jackson for Tyreek Hill in a trade. I have Burrows at quarterback. I have Collins, Olave, and Zay Flowers, and Deontay Johnson at wide receiver. Thoughts, TD? I am 4-3. No, I wouldn't do that. Unless your quarterbacks, now, if quarterbacks, say you regular players are scoring 25 and the quarterbacks are scoring 40 and 50, I probably still wouldn't do it. I would have to have Lamar Jackson and another piece. Tyreek Hill is the number 2 player in fantasy right now, second to maybe CMC. I wouldn't do it, especially in a single quarterback league. I will hold on to Lamar Jackson. That's a league-winning quarterback. All right, let's see how many likes we got. We got 34 likes, guys. Good job. Great job. Kevin said, what's up, my boy? Sit one. Walker, Kamara, Barkley. I would have to sit Walker. I got to play Kamara and Barkley. That's just me. Also, sit 2. Flowers, Rice, Ridley, Metcalf, Downs. I would sit Rice and Ridley. And Mr. Finney says, folks trolling at this point with the Daniel. I know, bro. I know. It's all good though. You know what? And I'm learning, man. I'm learning more. I just kind of, I'm looking over it. I just kind of know it, but I'm not gonna have negative stuff on my channel. It's a channel, man. It's this woman. She has a motivation channel. Really great content. Kind of Christianity based, but it's not like straight from the book. I mean, it's going with the book, but it's not straight from the book like original preachers. And she don't play any kind of negative comments in her comment section. And she said she don't care if it knocks her subscribers down. She want positive energy, and positive energy attracts stuff. So if you got negative comments, it can derail, and other people can see that, and then it kind of makes them want to follow. So that's what I got to start kind of pushing out. I'm just not going to respond, and I'm just going to start blocking folks with negative comments. Not positive feedback to help me grow, but negative comments that's trolling. I got a guy, man, he's been following me for about 4 months, and I blocked him because he just came out of nowhere with a random Daniel Jones comment. And I looked through all his comments, and he had said all kinds of crazy stuff, like Miles Sanders was going to be good. He didn't have nothing to say about that, but he had something to say about Daniel Jones, so I blocked him. Let me see here. Charlene said, it's like a true friend. They would stick with you through good times as well as the bad times. I would stick with you. Thank you, Charlene. I appreciate that. We're gonna grow. We're gonna grow together. I appreciate that 100. Salute to you, Charlene. Jawan, what's up, bro? He said, should I give you Robinson for Rice and Justice Hill? Should I give you Robinson for Rice and Justice Hill? So you're going to be getting Rice and Justice Hill? I think I'm just going to try to take this as you trying to trade. Hopefully it ain't Bijan Robinson for Rice and Justice Hill. No. And Brian Robinson, I would do that if it's Brian Robinson Jr. from Washington. But no, if it's Bijan Robinson, hold on. But if it's Robinson Jr., I like that for maybe Rice, and Justice Hill is a backup running back. Kevin, he says, thanks, bro. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Mr. Fantasy Everything says, Daniel Jones comment, a lot of content creators with a lot of subscribers giving out crazy advice. You give actual, practical, and realistic approach. Yes, I do. I just don't say it just to say it. I'm not right on everything, But, you know, Daniel Jones is nothing compared to what I've hit on. I didn't have to say, don't you know, guys, I can never be wrong. And what I mean by that, I could always just say stick to Pat Mahomes and Justin Herbert and Josh Allen and just make a bunch of comments, especially that I'm growing now. I don't have to say anything, but no, I'm going out on a limb. I'm trying to get y'all ahead. And where you take Daniel Jones is good. So you're right, bro. I appreciate that, Mr. Fantasy Everything. I appreciate that context. And Juwan says, always much love and respect, TD. Gonna rep to the death. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And Juwan said it was Brian Robinson. My bad. Yeah. So, yes, I would give up Brian Robinson to get Rashid Rice. If you're going to start Rashid Rice, don't do it just to have Rashid Rice sitting on the bench. If you got a place where he can come into your flex spot or something like that, or wide receiver 3, I think that's a good move. And then you have a backup running back like Justice Hill through your bye weeks, right? So that's the only reason why I would make that move. There you go. Sean Bonds. Hey, guys, this guy's been supporting me for a long, long time here. Always supporting the channel. Always donate to the channel. And when you do that, guys, you get priority, right? You get priority. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you, homie. He said, what's good, bro? I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Yes, sir, guys. That's why I try to serve y'all, guys. I take everything. I take it serious because I take what I do too hard, right? I love doing what I do. I love serving y'all, right? Pause. Right? Pause. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I done got through the comment section. We've been live for about an hour and 11 minutes. I appreciate everybody that always tune in and showing support. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Also, guys, when I do videos, I always go into the comment section and put the 100 symbol. That's what we do here. We keep it 100. We no fluff, right? So if you want to show support to the channel, guys, just go into the comment section of the video and put 100, the symbol 100. That lets me know that I got the guys that rock with me or the ladies that rock with me. I appreciate you. Yes, sir, Black Banks. You know it, bro. You know it. All right, guys, y'all be safe. Let's get these W's today. Peace.
Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, about to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I did a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the sky. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga go bust it down. Tryna count the money. Damn, homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit. It was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up. They don't wanna smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act, a bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up.